We're in a small town of Longwood taking a day off with some friend priests of mine. Today I want to talk about life, the beauty of life. There's a big debate going on in Australia at the moment whether to legalize euthanasia or not. You see, life is a gift, life is beautiful from the womb to the tomb. There's nothing we should do to compromise life, to take life away from someone. Life is sacred from the moment of conception until natural death. To make an attempt to kill an innocent life is intrinsically evil. It is wrong. It's one of the commandments, I think, which says, "Thou shalt not kill." Suffering is tough. I don't understand why people suffer, and I don't even understand why God allows people to suffer. But that should never be an excuse to end life. Suffering in itself is a recourse to God who loves us. If God himself is not afraid of suffering by dying on a cross, in a sense, why should we be afraid of suffering? Suffering can be, if we have the right attitude, as difficult as it is, an instrument to make us more holy, more like God, more like Jesus on the cross. God walks with us through our suffering and also asks us as human beings to walk with those who are suffering, to care for those who are suffering, to find Jesus and help see Jesus in those who are suffering. Assisted suicide or mercy killing is a rejection of what God has given us, this gift of life. We don't understand God's plan, we don't understand God's will, but as hard as it may be, we as Christians are asked to cooperate, to keep walking with God, even when it just seems impossible. As human beings who have been gifted by God with the gift of life, we have a responsibility to look after and nurture that life, to feed it properly and to medicate it ordinarily. So we have the right to eat and to drink and to make sure that we are strengthened as much as we can be. But there are moments sometimes where we need extraordinary care. For example, a friend of mine who was dying of cancer needed chemotherapy to survive, to prolong his life, but he chose not to take that chemotherapy. That is extraordinary medicine. We have that moral choice to deny that, to refuse that type of treatment. Now, that is not euthanasia, that is a choice not to take extraordinary means to prolong life and sometimes to prolong suffering. It is horrible to see people suffer. It's horrible to see people we love go through pain and sickness. And we want to end that pain and sickness. We want it to go away. This is an opportunity for us to see Jesus and help them find God in their pain and suffering. We still, even at the worst moment, at the harshest moment, at the darkest moment of suffering, have no right to take this life away. Life is a gift from God that we have no right to take away. Our right, our responsibility is to make sure that they have the dignity and the love of Christ at every moment, even until their last breath.
Nothing worse than when they go to the